Hello guys, and welcome back to another tech wrap tutorial. In this video, we are going to be working with Tech Wrap's new Glitter Puff vinyl. These rolls are 10 inches wide by 5 feet of vinyl. They also have an option of 10 inches by 82 feet of vinyl. They have 10 colors available on the website, and as usual, Tech Wrap always has all the instructions inside each of the rolls. Okay, so let's go and create a cute design. Okay, so once in design space, let's bring in our image. My image is basically font based. I got it from Creative Fabrica. I got the font from Creative Fabrica and I did the design myself. And I did it on Adobe Illustrator. So let's go ahead and click on upload image, and then browse and locate your image. I saved mine as an SVG because I have two separate colors, so I want the file to be sort of editable. And choose the design and click on add to canvas. Okay, so here is my design. Don't worry, it just does this because it's an SVG, so the pieces are separated. I'm going to click on ungroup and bring this right here. Okay, so this is how our design is supposed to look like. There we go. I think I might remove this piece over here. I'm not so keen about doing it, so I'm just going to ungroup and delete this. Okay, now let's attach these, bring them back here, and place this. Okay, that looks good. Now let's click on make it. Now because I'm using one material, which is the puff glitter vinyl, just in different colors, I'm going to cut both the designs in one mat instead of loading and unloading, because I'm going to be using the same exact settings. So what I'm going to do is go to the other mat, click on move object and move it to the first mat. Now it will go to the same color, but just keep in mind where your placement is for each of your design pieces and which color to place where. Okay, so I'm going to place this down in this corner. Actually, let it be here. Don't forget to mirror. I'm always guilty of forgetting to mirror my HTV designs. All right, so just keep note of the placement of your design with the number of inches so that you know where to keep each vinyl color on your mat, and the same for this one. The setting I'm going to go for is permanent glossy, and I'm going to make my pressure more. So I'm going to click on browse materials, search for permanent, and here is permanent glossy. I'm going to click on that, click done. I'm going to put more pressure just in case. Always a tip for you: when you are cutting something new, make a test cut, or also when your Cricut finishes cutting, before you click on unload, weed a piece of your design and see if it weeds properly, then unload. If it doesn't, click on the start button again or the play button again, and it's going to do the same cut in exactly the same area. All right, let's go and cut our material. So once we're done cutting, let's start reading our design. I like to keep my scraps. I don't like to waste anything, so I'm going to save those little itty bitty parts for future projects. Alright, so now let's start weeding. So the liner is very sticky, and I usually like liners that are sticky because it stays properly on your shirt. Also, because our iron-on is going to sort of overlap, so I'm going to cut as close as I can so that I can press these in one press. So here are a few important tips. Now, before any HTV work that you're doing, always pre-press your garment, because usually fabric holds moisture and that can affect the longevity and also the result of your HTV. So always pre-press. Also, for this puff vinyl, it's recommended by TechWrap that this vinyl not to be used with canvas or nylon, and I'm assuming because for canvas it's pretty taut and hard fabric and the puff will not be achieved properly. And I forgot to weed those bits. That was going to be a horrible mistake. Okay, so another tip, always check your design before pressing. Before we press on our shirt, if you're like me and you don't have one of these professional heat presses, I just have my Easy Press from Cricut. This is the result you're going to end up with, which is this brain looking type of squiggly lines, okay? Because this puff vinyl requires extreme pressure. This one, however, looks a bit okay, better than the rest, because I did give it a bit of pressure, but I had to put all my power into it. So I'm basically not sure how this shirt is going to turn on, but I'm going to give it my best with the Cricut Easy Press and try to press as hard as you can. Don't keep a mat underneath your shirt because you need that hard surface. So I'm going to give this a try and let's see how it goes. Expected, the vinyl did puff, however it has those brainy veins on it, and that's why TechWrap recommends to use a pressurized heat press. So here's the final result. Now, I did struggle with my Cricut Easy Press. TechWrap does definitely recommend to use a pressurized heat press. I don't have that one at the moment, and I'm definitely going to invest in one to get better results, but this also looks good to me. Look at the shine of the rose gold. It still has a dimension to it. So anytime you get this wrinkly type of veiny type of texture, this is because your pressure is not strong enough. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to take account all the tips I gave you about pressing glitter puff vinyl so that you get perfect results every time. Alright? Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.